Blessing you with my presence. Straightening up. Like I said, I'm ready to go on almost any topic, but who doesn't remember King Tom? Now, as I've stated, the Atlantic world sailed away from your mainstream media. And all of the audience educated now enough to write their letters of complaint. You've sent your children to college, they've graduated, you know about the Atlantic world. Digitization. That boat has sailed too, but forever and always. The entering freshman class of the University of Maryland College Park, even the out-of-state students who I have said, that's my out-of-state tuition. Now, you look like fools. You look like idiots. You haven't done your jobs. You declared yourselves as social democrats in 1993. You, Education 2000 with Mr. Glendenning, and you rock the vote. Well, King Tom. King Tom, in conjunction with the Diamondback and the Washington Post, but God bless the Diamondback post Jason Blair, digitized. These kids, born into the swamp, your ethnoviolence study, you're intentionally not giving me the transfer coordinator legally required. The misuse of my Medicare card because you disabled me. Fraudulently charging a card. Did you think that was funny? Who'd you put in the group therapy? So now I'm mandated to go to Yonkers, and then I'm mandated to go here at night. Group therapy. And why am I in this group therapy? Because I read the Housing Act of 1937 and 1949, which said priority for displaced residents, disabled. And who are people in this group therapy? The very people that we didn't share information concerning the construction of those buildings in my backyard? Oh, you have such a sense of humor, don't you all? Yeah, I think you do. I did not ask you, and you did not write me a letter that said my medical records have left the state of New York and have gone to Georgia via PSYOX. I stand behind everything I've ever said, and it's not going to bother you. Duh. I'm sure that you all have replicated. Who would have known that Elliot Sorrell loved Romania as much as he did? He never said, you and I have a commonality of orthodoxy, Sophia. You've done nothing to me. I abided by all your demands. Any bill that you required that I pay out of my disability to your illegality, you got it, didn't you? Hundreds of dollars. I'm the only one paying. The price is never the same. Isn't it funny? It's like that Royal Baltimore stamp. It's never the same amount. Can you explain to me what inside of that building fluctuates each month? That I don't pay the same amount after Medicare pays what Medicare pays? That's interesting. This woman is smoking like a fiend. It's a no-smoking campus. Oh, she died eventually of cancer. Isn't that sad? She's there. Woo! Sad. But not that long ago, on a certain campus, lived a disenchanted student body. Political demonstrations brought classes to a halt at the University of Maryland College Park as tensions within institutions grew. You problems. Did you transfer me there for a purpose? Thursday night lineups. Nobody tells anybody that the creator of both Dallas and Knots Landing is from Baltimore, David Jacobs. King Tom has run and won. He's going to build a moat. Yeah. How many co-workers from Eleanor Roosevelt High School do I have? 3? Courageous group of students pledged henceforth to vanquish constitutional corruption, and partially in response to the widespread mistrust and animosity of student politics, the solemnly vowed to seek a wise and fair king to lead all Terps on the path to valor. Don't you think there you should throw in there's a royal housing stamp in Baltimore City? I am 60 now. I'm just letting everybody know the playing field. Why not? Let's all be in on the joke, social democrats. You had no idea. Yes, you did. It was in the Washington Post. In conjunction with our ongoing Diamondback digitization project, you are not, listen, I can read my Enron paper. You are not going to escape this digitization. Do you understand? Digitization is like a foreign email. You could shred them all in Texas, but you're not going to catch all of those foreign emails. Number one, I never had to be afraid of you. Why? I think I said all I had to say at that student conduct code hearing. And as far as I'm concerned, those people reviewing it, my little card from the Liberty team, student appears fearful, almost hesitant to discuss in class. You have fake students? This is not 1973 where the parents are on the side. I don't know what you do in Maryland. I see who's in my classroom when they shouldn't be there. They have seats on the side. You know very well you never trained me to do that. I am the salesperson, and trust me, when Kinko's from California opened blanket credit, I was responsible for collecting all that money of people who didn't want to pay. You. The Monarchy Party was born. Today we weave you a yarn of the University of Maryland of yore. Join us as we tell the tale of the monarchy party's rise to power during the mid-1980s. Wind 'em up. You saw how I tore apart for my teenage pregnancy every place I needed to go to in D.C. Oh, this is going to be great. It was, wasn't it? Sure was. Frustrated students founded the Monarchy Party in an endeavor to protest the perceived preference given to fraternity and sorority interests within the student government of the late 60s. Mocking the petty jockeying of previous officials, the collective dubbed themselves monarchists, in reference to the tendency of internal cliques, especially Greek life lobbyists. Reports in the Diamondback. Oh, I'm sorry. How do you think you're going to get away with violating federal laws? Oh, we had a lapse in memory. Really? How many times? I've never had a car. You didn't know there's a little white bus in New Carrollton that takes people to file human relations complaints? Yeah. Sorry, Charlie. Yeah, I'll let you know when I'll forget about it, because I'm not going to forget about it. Trust me, how I am not. Reports in the Diamondback, I'm not taking the staple out. The Washington Post. Date the monarchy's party's inception between 69 and 72. Oh, you've done this before. Which seems to coincide with the establishment of the Maryland medieval mercenary militia. As Washington Post correspondent Barbara VOBEJDA reported in 1985, ironic campus campaigns became a national phenomenon in the early 70s. Now, did the Washington Post, similar to the publishers and the American Historical Dictionary, which never made it a requirement? That's 30,000 books easy. I bought mine from Johns Hopkins in 95. They could have sold Washington Post door to door. Subscriptions? Never. Oh, when I discovered Sydney Omar in Hyattsville, she got the paper. Oh, Sydney. Cancer and Aries. I said, maybe today, Sydney. Today. And I waited. Not too long. Just a. Oh, you don't think that when I discuss politics and I start with Senator Kennedy lowering the voting age, you don't think this all fits so greatly into place? And then I add my cultural indicators, from the Austria conference. Oh, trust me how it works for me. And why? Because I'm fully integrated from New York. You, on the other hand, not. You're still taking that money. You're still saying, I have blight, give me blight money, and reinvesting your money in more blight. That has to end. Really. That odious Sophia. That's how I see it. Well, I'm sorry. Did you provide a lawyer higher education? There are no higher education laws. I did not spend a lot of time and money in Annapolis, Maryland, Xeroxing them all, going to a post office and mailing them to my house as I drove 400 miles. I don't work for the Education Department of the United States government. I'm not being given mileage money. Every word I've said, I stand behind. And trust me, my pen, this is my pen. Oh, and if I feel like it, I will make a chart. Do you want that? Physical therapy, UMBC, Kinko's Trinity Square, 204 Michigan Avenue, and my home, Baltimore City. Do you want a chart of what you did? One pinched nerve from a doctor who is incompetent, had a temper tantrum in an operating room, lied about his name in Philadelphia, lost the court case. What's your name, Lopez? And George Washington let him do all that? I've changed my name to my mother's maiden name because in Spanish culture, you can. One pinched nerve, you jackass. Please excuse from work for one day only. What a sense of humor. Yep. Now, I'm just looking for when King Tom says, I knew the only thing they would let me do is change the name of the student union to Adley H. Oh, I'm sorry. Do you believe that in the United States of America we operate as a group? No, we don't. And if you come from a country where you operated as a group, do not. I can list them, and I'll start with Greece. How'd that work out for you? Group mentality. Not too well. Now you're going to tell me I can't talk about my own family life? Really? Why? Because it's true. You keep painting a picture. You're using the wrong canvas. Now, isn't it funny? The Greenbelt newspaper was also digitized. Truthfully, I was looking for somebody else. Just wanted to see what he did with his life after I gave him all of those things to feed his family. Well, he donated $5 to a political campaign in 1991, which led me to that issue of the Greenbelt paper. Oh my God, do you know who owned the co-op? A very bad landlord. Oh, this is the little, and then we have Monarchy platform. Then we have the Society for Creative Anarchism. Which of course brings me back to Macintosh Government 231 Law and Society. Now, Professor McIntosh stated, you will each be in groups of 4 and you will do these topics together. Oh no, that's not what the Indian boy from India wanted. First of all, he named the group Anarchy. I have no idea what that word means, and I think I find it repulsive. He gave me stem cells. You write the whole thing. That got a B+. Do you know that nobody wanted stem cells in 1984? Do you see how that changed? And what do we need for stem cells? Good luck. Tommy D'Alessandro was Baltimore's first modern mayor. Oh, that D'Alessandro Liquors on Main Street, my paper customer, had this big, but the 2 S's. This side, if they're related, he dropped an S. I don't know if they're related, but I will find out. Never offered me a soda, a glass of water. None of them on a hot August day. Oh no, and they don't tip well either. Never. Nobody. Those little 3 houses on the left-hand side after the Spanish barber, 7 stairs up or so. No. But she doesn't do it for the postman either. The ice, you got to hang on for life. Adele Hanger stamp. You see, didn't King Tom do us a favor? The ADL H Stamp Union. Oh, come on. They didn't even say Queen Elizabeth came to open Cole Stadium. But then my Studs Terkel boss, she gave me the assignment. You are to do Studs Terkel Goes to England. Ooh, these English people, they hate foreign accents. And do you know who the foreign accents are? I think people 10 miles down the road, different schools. Oh, they don't like each other. Yeah. Foreign accents 10 miles down the road as they play soccer. Oh, it was wonderful. Porter, of course, because the teachers did not approve of this show. And it ties in with J. Edgar Hoover. J. Edgar Hoover in the FBI vault. It's all digitized. He demanded an FBI department in Hollywood to monitor the cop shows. And he asked that women be portrayed in a non-violent getting way. Well, these teachers' unions wanted something similar. We want to sit in and with the scripts. Now, the help, you could have said Baltimore Housing and Health and Law Enforcement. Cops were responsible for the outhouses, which were there until the 50s. And was that document D'Alessandro 1 or 2, father or son? Oh, Nancy, please. Oh, Nancy. Was that similar to model cities some 15 years later? But when Nelson, Rockefeller, and Kerner, although they didn't call it model cities, did they get the idea from Baltimore? And why wasn't Baltimore credited? And why didn't Baltimore ask for the credit? Fake it till you make it. Oh, come on now. Just wait till they bother you because they know your clothes are on credit. Now, I'll leave you here. There really should have never been any reaction for my book. Because this gentleman, a neighbor, yet, what, 30 years older than me? Oh, I'm not kidding. They can talk, but not. What did I get? Oh, we're going to laugh? No, we're not. You should remember what I said at that hearing. And I think that's why you did that, isn't it? I am nobody's victim. And you in turn? That's all right. You're sick. And I so appreciate your NAACP. 3 different letters, 3 different access points to education laws, and finally the gentlemen, not the ladies, that signed the cards. Why do you keep calling here? We do not listen to the case of an individual. You, Professor West, knowing that there was an ethnoviolence study being conducted as a visiting professor from a Catholic girls' college, you should have never asked me and my classmates for $10 for the NAACP. You shouldn't have. Yeah. It's a book called 27 Cottage Place. And I Googled it. Do you know that he doesn't mention my father as a neighbor? Very interesting. The house is the most interesting house because it goes all the way to the bottom of where Orchard Street was. Truly. Peter Pizer lives in Irvington. Oh, I went to check out his archives because he had a couple of good committees. Ooh, they don't like it either. Do not bother our archives. So Peter has a daughter named Penny, and she dabbles in Hollywood too, Penny Pizer. But, oh, come on. Go right up the street, we have Madam C.J. Walker. As I said, you don't think she promoted black is ugly because she makes black beautiful? Oh, it's just going to be a beautiful little book. I don't know why you lowered the voting age. I leave you with my cat, Rue Bear. I adopted her. She belonged to the butcher of Grand Union. They came to the house to make sure I was a good person. Oh, I could have never raised this child. My cats had string. This cat, no claws, but oh, she'll punch you. When she died, she put this Y right over there. She scratched it with her back claws. No more salami rubbing under the nose for a last chance at life. No more salami. One big, and then she, just like an Egyptian, oh, poor Rue Bear. And then it's so heartbreaking. She follows the sun. She jumps up high to the window, and then she has to go to the lower windows. Oh, my swans. And they killed the eggs. One is enough, though, isn't it? Yeah, well, she sleeps. She's not really that sick yet. Oh, but she's going to get sick. Then somehow, where she never had a problem, she's going to start eating herself. Now, I have asked these people, don't you think you should be measuring my fingers because I'm having serious problems? But that's okay because I'm so full of my fingernails, I've got plenty. There's so many more. Don't worry about what you did incompetently. The clinic, and we'll just call it that, because the guy whose name is on the Medicare, I've never seen him. I just see this like nurse doctor. So I said to the nurses, who I think they're nurses, but God only knows, do I call her a doctor? And I know that you don't. But yes. Now, they took a picture of my hands with a regular looking Polaroid camera, front and back. I signed a release because it was going to help me. Now, when I asked for it, because my fingers have, oh no, we didn't take anything. There you go. But I have pictures up. Oh, I have more. I didn't think I'd need it. I just like the nail polish. And my fingernails. They're real. They were. Yeah. You see, I have never lost my sense of humor. You on the other, oh, don't. Listen, I am nobody's victim, and for the extent of what you people did to me, do not trust me. But do not think that I would ever, you understand? Oh, I know, because we're almost done here. It's just a matter now of right. Oh, I understand what happens now, but it doesn't bother me. Really, you don't bother me. Because I know what I have, and I know what you didn't say ever. So it's kind of like, I'll win. At least when I went to Church's Hospital and I went around the Baltimore area, I said, oh no, this Church's Hospital, when it goes, and it did. There's apartments and it's the best views of the Baltimore. Oh, and I said it. There you go. You're all so funny. You literally created the future and destroyed the future, and I'm going to let you get away with it. Oh, no, I'm not. So you haven't worked hard enough in life. I think half of you just took those ditto sheets. I don't know how you got into the schools you got into when you got into them. You got into Choate? What does Choate want with you? I'm just saying.